Her version of flawless isn't etched in marble but written in the tremors of a famously raspy voice, the constellations of freckles she refused to conceal, and the kinetic vulnerability that transforms every performance into a seismic event. Stone's artistry reveals that true luminosity emerges not from erasing one's cracks, but from letting the light pour through them in unexpected ways. When she first captivated audiences as sardonic teen Jules in Superbad, Hollywood didn't see a conventional ingenue. They witnessed a force of nature who weaponized awkwardness into authenticity, turning stammering delivery and wide-eyed neurosis into comedic gold. That unpolished magnetism became her signature rebuke to an industry that conflates flawlessness with emotional sterility. Her physicality alone redefined red carpet radiance. Where others sought to dissolve their freckles under layers of foundation, Stone celebrated hers as a crown of constellations. Once joking to Vogue that she considered tattooing disappearing ones to maintain their imperfect charm, this conscious rejection of homogenization extended to her voice, a once broken instrument she rebuilt through years of therapy after adolescent vocal cord damage. That distinctive rasp, far from being smoothed into generic clarity, became her sonic fingerprint, a textured, tremulous sound capable of conveying shattered hope in La La Land's audition monologue or feral resilience in Poor Things' anarchic shrieks. Stone understood early that perceived flaws could be alchemized into artistic superpowers, a philosophy that shaped her daring role choices. She gravitated toward women unraveling, evolving, or erupting. The anxious mess of Olive and Easy at turning slut-shaming into social satire, the self-destructive starlet of Birdman haunting Broadway corridors like a ghost of ambition. The combustible tennis prodigy in Battle of the Sexes smashing patriarchal expectations with every swing. Her Oscar-winning turn as Bella Baxter in Poor Things became the ultimate manifesto. A woman reassembled from death's debris, embracing her stitched-together body and staccato movements not as grotesque aberrations, but as evidence of glorious, ungovernable life. In Stone's hands, Bella's mechanical walk wasn't a defect. It was a revolution in motion, a physical rebellion against society's demand for seamless femininity. This celebration of the beautifully unrefined permeates her off-screen presence. Where celebrities often project curated serenity, Stone radiates relatable chaos, tripping on stairs at the Oscars, snorting mid-laugh. Panic attacks documented not as weaknesses, but as proof of her combustible humanity. She dismantles the myth of composure, recounting how anxiety once made her vomit daily before performances, framing mental health not as a flaw to hide, but as creative kindling. Nervous energy is jet fuel if you point it in the right direction. Her transparency extends to Hollywood's most taboo topic, aging. While peers vanish into needle-induced paralysis, Stone's face remains a landscape of expression, forward creasing with intensity, crow's feet deepening with laughter, a topographic map of every emotion lived. I fought to earn, she told The Hollywood Reporter after Poor Things, rejecting the notion that flawlessness requires frozen youth. They're receipts for the feelings that made me. This authenticity bleeds into her advocacy. As a producer through her company Fir Tree, she champions stories where women's flaws are their narrative engines, the raw postpartum rage in The Battle of the Sexes, the messy sexual awakening in Maniac, the unvarnished ambition in Babylon. Behind the scenes, she negotiates equal pay with data-driven precision, reframing difficult as determined, and openly discusses therapy's role in maintaining equilibrium amid Hollywood's Hall of Mirrors. Even motherhood becomes an extension of her philosophy, posting no-makeup exhaustion selfies, normalizing postpartum bodies, and confessing the